In this video, I'm going to show you the best dropshipping suppliers to use right now in the weeks, months, and years to come that have been battle tested by me, my team, and my students. And we're going to show you the best suppliers, best shipping methods, and all the details so that you can get the best shipping times, the best product quality, and scale your business profitably. And really quick before we start, our 5-day live Shopify training is starting very soon. If you want to learn over the course of 5 days in a private Facebook group, everything that you need to know about Shopify dropshipping and scaling your Shopify store, click that link in the description. I'm super excited to have you there. Okay, to give some backstory, how we battle tested, how we've tested all of these suppliers. Obviously, I've tested them myself before I even ever talk about them, but we've also tested them in my private Facebook group for my mentorship program. We have it here, Automated Dropshipping Formula, and we have one of the students here in April, back in April. I'm gonna show you a recent one as well. And she posted, based on your personal experience, who is your favorite dropshipping fulfillment supplier for your Shopify store? 16 people voted CJ Dropshipping. We're gonna show you if you don't know who they are. Then 10 people voted Epro. I'm also gonna show you that. 9 people voted SourcingBox, 2 people UDroppy, and 1 person HyperSkew. And when I looked at this survey, I thought, wow, most people are using CJ Dropshipping. They are very happy with CJ Dropshipping. Let's see if it's the same now when I'm filming this video. So I did an update, which has been the best supplier you have used in the last 6 months, trying to check which one has worked best for you. And then it's pretty similar to that other survey. So you got Epro, CJ Dropshipping, SourcingBox, about average, CJ Dropshipping, SourcingBox, Epro, CJ and SourcingBox, WIO as a backup, interesting one. I tried SourcingBox for a while, not impressed, started using Epro, SourcingBox, only use SourcingBox, CJ, and Epro as well. So you can see that it's pretty similar to the other surveys. So let's go to all of these different suppliers. I'm gonna show you their website, show you what they do, and my personal opinion, which one I think can do the best, and some details about each supplier. So let's go to the first one, which was extensively mentioned by a lot of people there, is SourcingBox. SourcingBox is a supplier. They are based in China. Their whole team is Chinese. I particularly know the owners. They're very dedicated to what they do, very dedicated to their company. And we've been using them for about 1.5 years right now. One of my students, who is actually a 7-figure student now, he's made over $1 million in sales, was the one that discovered this particular supplier, just testing it out when he was scaling his Shopify store. He then told me about it. I tested it, and then I tested it with my students, and it turned out to be a pretty good supplier. Now, no supplier is going to be perfect. No supplier is going to have the best product quality, the best shipping time, always be on time, always exactly like you expected. They will have some backfalls, obviously. So SourcingBox, we've seen that is the most consistent, at least. Some suppliers we've seen have mediocre product quality and really good shipping time. And some other suppliers have mediocre shipping time and really good product quality. We've seen with SourcingBox that it's pretty good across the board. Obviously, it's not gonna be the same for everybody. What I suggest with all of these suppliers is to go and source your product from each supplier. For example, whatever product you're selling, everybody's selling a different product, so the experience is going to be different. You go to them, you click sourcing request. If you make an account and you source a particular product, they will tell you how much it costs, what's the shipping time, and then you want to actually test it your first 5, 10 orders. If you're getting maybe 1 order a day, 5 orders a day, 10 orders a day, test all these suppliers. One day use one supplier, one day use another supplier. Yes, it's a lot of work, but you want to find the one that's best for the product and for the niche that you are running. The next one that was mentioned extensively was Epro. A little bit simpler to use. It works pretty much just like Oberlo. It's a Chrome extension that you can import products from Aliexpress onto your Shopify store. Pretty easy to use. And they also offer fulfillment and shipping those products. Definitely a great resource for anybody that is looking to get an easy supplier, and maybe SourcingBox or CJ that I'm going to talk about didn't work out as well. Epro is definitely a good one. Their prices tend to be a little bit more expensive than the other suppliers, but they are a pretty reliable, pretty solid supplier that my students are very happy with. The next one, CJ Dropshipping, very popular one, huge company with a lot of people working for them and a lot of people talking about it here on YouTube. I definitely think they've improved over the years. I remember trying them about 2 years ago, wasn't the bad experience. in 2021, 2022, much better experience when it comes to the product quality, when it comes to the shipping time. So definitely the company has improved a ton, and I definitely think that you should test them out. They have a great team. They're very responsive. I have a private contact there if you're interested in that. So definitely a company that you should try out. And their shipping times tend to be consistent. They tend to be within that maybe 7 to 12 day mark, consistently 7 to 12 days. So definitely a good one to test. The next one that they didn't mention, but if you're looking for US and EU suppliers, US and EU products, definitely check out SPOCKET. I actually didn't like them at all last year. I made a video on why I didn't like SPOCKET and what I thought it was a really bad service, but now I've tested it a lot, and some of my students that are using EU suppliers have tested it. Their product selection is much less than other suppliers, so they don't have all the products. You know, if you find a winning product on my video and you want to sell it, probably SPOCKET doesn't have it, probably the other three have it. So you definitely have a less product selection, but the products ship much faster and you can get suppliers that are not in China. Now, let's discuss the actual shipping methods, because all of these suppliers, they have different shipping methods. Each product has a different shipping method. Maybe you're going to use SourcingBox and you want to know, okay, there's USPS, there's DHL, there's YOON Express, there's whatever. Let's go on to all of them, the most consistent, the most reliable. Let's check them out. The first one would be YOON Express, one that has been used for years, and I think it's pretty much the most consistent, long-standing, fast shipping method available to dropshipping. If you're dropshipping and you're looking for a shipping method that is going to be all the time pretty much the same that they tell you it's going to be, and products are not going to have crazy delays, I think you should definitely go with YOON Express. Now, with obviously the situation around the world, they had some delays, but it's not as big as the other companies that are more new or just don't have as much volume as them. So definitely, this is not a company. YOON Express, even though it is a company, it is a service, but you use it through one of these suppliers. So let's say you're using SourcingBox, YOON Express is going to be the shipping method inside of SourcingBox. You also have others like YOON Express, also a pretty solid one, tends to take a little bit more than YOON Express. YOON Express tends to be a little bit faster, but YOON also very solid, and they have more countries that you can ship to. Typically, YOON Express is going to be for the main countries, the most popular ones that people are selling to. If you're selling to another country that is not that popular in the dropshipping space, then YOON could fulfill that particular country. The next one would be CNE. CNE has been really solid for a lot of my students. Typically, when you use SourcingBox, you are going to use CNE because that's pretty much the default shipping method and the cheapest one and the one with the cheapest cost and the fastest time to ship, because SourcingBox partners with CNE. I definitely think they're a great shipping method and one that you should consider with YOON and with YOON when they're pretty much all the same. I'm showing you all of these shipping methods because a lot of products don't have CNE. They don't have YOON, they just have YOON. They don't have YOON, they don't have YOON, they just have CNE. So you want to pick, depending on the product, again, test them all out and see which one works the best for you. The next one would be 4PX. 4PX is sort of a, let's say, an alternative method, or at least a backhand method or back pocket method that you can use if, for example, CNE is not available, YOON is not available, YOON is not available, or they are too expensive. You can try 4PX, which tends to be a little bit cheaper but takes a longer time period to actually get to your customer. So definitely one to consider, but it does take a little bit longer. And the last one, if you can afford it and if it fits your product, would be USPS. Obviously, US mail. This is for shipping to the United States. Depending on what product you are selling, some of my students have been able to get USPS for their products, especially smaller products, because they tend to be cheaper for those products. And since they have a good margin on their product, they can afford to send it through USPS, and it does get there extremely quickly. So these are basically all the suppliers. I'll also show you the surveys so that you can see that they are the best, and all the shipping methods that you can start using right now to get awesome results on your Shopify store. If you're looking for a mentorship, just like I mentioned there, and a mentor to help you, this is your opportunity. I have a mentorship program. Along with my team, we help you build your Shopify store, scale it to the level that you want. If you want to apply for that, we only accept a few selected people that fit our criteria. All you have to do, book a call with that link in the description. The first link is for the 5-day training. Then you have the strategy call. All you have to do, pick the best time that fits you, depending on where you are in the world, answer a couple of questions so we know that you're a good fit. And on that call, either me or somebody in my team will talk to you, tell you if the mentorship is the right fit for you, and we'll see if we can work together and actually get your store amazing results so that you can absolutely crush it. Go ahead and book a call right now. Now that you know the best dropshipping suppliers, what are the best products that you should sell on your Shopify store? I recently made a video on the top winning products to sell right now. You can check it right here. There's gonna be a square popping up here on the top winning products to sell for your Shopify store. Check that out. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and that like button down below, all the bells and whistles in YouTube, and I will see you on the next video.